Namaste. Welcome to Pankaja Ayurveda. Awaken to the joy of life, especially now, especially every day, especially happy Makar Sankranti. So, this is a very specific Vedic festivity which we experience, the energy we still experience right now. It was yesterday, today, depending on where you are on the earth, on the globe. And it is when the sun is changing signs in the Jyotish calendar, and also it is the first time after the shortest day of the winter time. So from now on, the sun is supposed to increase again. So it is a very powerful moment in the year, and in many parts of India, it is a huge festivity and celebration, and you honor the sun, and it is also regarded like a very fresh new start, even like a kind of a new year. I think the Tibetan New Year then will soon follow in the somewhere in the beginning of February with Losar. So there is some steps. So we had our New Year's change in the Western tradition. Now we have the Makar Sankranti, and soon there will be Losar, as far as I remember from my time in Tibetan studies and Tibetan community. And so it's so interesting. We can take any of these steps and any day basically, but it's often helpful if this community energy is all aligned, and so many people feel that this is a new start and this is a very precious time, so we can really benefit from that by diving into it together with so many other beings. So Makara Sankranti, I wish you all the best wherever you are, whatever your belief system is. Just take it as a blessing, as a good energy for yourself, for whatever you need. I wish you well. And the planetary constellation from the Jyotish Vedic astrology perspective is really very special these days, and also the whole end of January, the whole February, basically till end of March, it will be like a really tough planetary constellations, and some of it it is mentioned as the Kala Sarpa Yoga, and I'm still such a beginner with Jyotish. I will study more of it. This is one of my intentions for this year. Wish me luck and join with me, so that I even hesitate talking about the little that I know. But I just want to share the whatever I understand, like the basic message. So Kala Sarpa Yoga basically is a kind of restriction that that Rahu and Ketu, these two planetary nodes, which are no real planets, but they are called shadow planets, and they have a lot to do with our karma, back life, and also this life. Like, where do we come from? Where do we go? So, depending on where Rahu and Ketu are in your chart, shows something like your life axis, your like purpose. Where are you going? And also, what do you bring with you already? That's Ketu. He's like the tail, and the Rahu is the head. He's like desiring, he's still like wanting a lot, and that's what you need to fulfill is in this life, to make the certain experience that your soul is supposed to make in this lifetime. But often it doesn't give a full fulfillment. So if you stay only on the material or worldly side, it may not give you fulfillment. Ketu is there, and Ketu is a highly, deeply spiritual energy, and so he wants you to connect with that spiritual side of your being. So very interesting teachers for us, those Rahu and Ketu. And I want to mention, just comes up, that there will be a conference, online conference on Rahu and Ketu by Camilla Sutton. She's like very famous in the Jyotish community, and so this will be in the end of January, if that is interesting for you to really learn from a master. I'm just mentioning it. So these two are in a constellation right now that all of the other planets, of the real planets, they are on one side of the world of the chart. So they are like like the chart, the picture of the with the nine houses is cut, 12 houses, sorry, the 12 houses, I was with the 9 planets right now, they are cut in half, so restricted on one side by Rahu Ketu. It's like a barrier, it's like a snake, right? So, and this is like an entanglement. You can feel the entanglement, we can feel the restrictions right now. And by gathering them together so much, they also bring out a lot of pressure, like in a pressure cooking pot. A lot of steam comes out, right? So all the deep, maybe buried and hidden energies, things you didn't maybe not want to face, and you were hitting them well and keeping them away from you, they may come to the surface. So that's also increased by many planets also gathering in the same sign in Capricorn, which is governed by Saturn, or Lord Sani Maharaj, who is like one of the most important planets for this year 2021, and I think also 2022. And he is a big, it's called like a disciplinator, so he disciplines us, and this can be felt as a restrictive, as a negative, as a very strict or forceful way, but that's only one understanding of it. It can actually release a lot of freedom and a lot of energy if you understand, if you take the teaching, if you really take as a teaching, as a message, which can come from many various sources or sides, people in your life, impulses you are coming upon you, which give you a message what your real purpose is and what your duty is, your dharma. In the Vedic words, it is dharma. So dharma is this duty or responsibility, and it may sound as a little dry, hard, like duty. That's often what we feel like we don't want to do. This is not supposed to be fun. And the interesting thing is, it is. If it is really from your heart, from your soul, if you connect to what really your soul wants to experience in this life, and what the job of you for you is in this worldly realm, also what to share, what to do, what to work, where to go, with which people to gather around. So all this can show you the path, and if you fully step into it, it can bring up so much joy and so much energy. And often it's very surprising, because it might not be what your ego might want to do right now, or what your ego would have expected. So there can be huge shifts right now, that things change for you, that work changes, relationship changes. So and this is like kind of can be felt a little threatening, because we want some comfort zone and we want something to stay stable. The world is changing so much right now, and it's kind of scary what is going on many levels. So we would wish at least some stability in our personal life. And interestingly enough, it is not. So, but like Dr. Lad, my master, Ayurvedic master, Dr. Vasant Lad, he used to say the only stability is change, is constant change. It's like in nature, like nothing. The moment you look at it and you see the beauty of it, it is already changing. So the light just gave a specific glare, a specific shine on a plant, and you want to take a picture maybe even, and before you even take out your camera, it shifted already. Or even maybe the leaf that you found so beautiful, it just drops from the wind. So it's like really this impermanence of everything, this momentness, like presence of everything, and only that this is the only thing that you really have. So this is what I understand from very deep, thorough teachings from different masters who guide us to the same truth from many different approaches, to really appreciate and be in the very moment. And that's an interesting experience, like what does it really mean and what is it like, so that it's not an intellectual understanding, but a real experience. So this is a world-long, a lifelong path, I guess, to dip into those experiences and to grow from it, to understand something a little bit more, and then again maybe fall back in the very old patterns, in the what is it called, compulsions, and whatever old habits that might still feel good or not even feel good, but you still feel compelled to do them. And then again, you do a new step, a fresh step out into something, into a new sphere, maybe by something you heard again from a different word, from a different mouth of a teacher, and suddenly you understand even deeper. Or for the first time, you get a glimpse of something. So all this happens, and it is a constant approach of stepping forward, stepping back, and even this forth and back is like a very dualistic description of it, because it's actually happening all at once, and not in a dualistic or time restricted way. So let's just fade out into time and space and drop time and space for a moment. And I will stop talking, hard for me, but I think it's a good time to keep a moment of silence. And I wish you all the best in this shift of the planetary situation, and all good luck for you. And let's keep a moment silence, and then I will do a chant. Namaste. Let's sing for Ganapati. Gajananam Bhuta Ganati Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palasara Bhaksitam Umasutam Shoka Vinasha Karanam Namami Vigneshwara Parapankajam. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om.